Hi guys, hi beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. The third option was going to this other guy in Lagos. I think it was a gym instructor and a nutritionist. I want to say he was a gym instructor and a nutritionist because that is the only explanation that I can actually give you guys right now. So I would go to him once a week to Lagos using public transport. We didn't have a car at the time, so we'd use public transport to go from Ibadan to Lagos. And then, mind you, I was pretty young, so I would go with my mom, and the guy would do some exercise, and then he would prescribe the food that I'm supposed to eat. So I was having so I had so I couldn't eat like the normal food like my family was eating, like the amala and the eba and the rice, and I wasn't even allowed to eat meat and chicken. So I was on a strict diet of eating fish. I think I ate fish once a week, and then the milk that I was taking was skimmed milk. I think there was full cream milk in Nigeria at that point. Anyway, it was skimmed milk. I wasn't allowed to eat bread. Man, I was so tiny. I was so tiny. Oh, Jesus Christ. And because the general knowledge and the general understanding from having my curves is that I'm not supposed to gain much weight. Well, when I was being told when I was younger, I'm just like, you guys should just leave me alone. I just want to eat and live my life. Because as a kid, obviously your parents will look out for you. People who are older than you, they'll look out for you. But as a child, you just want to live your life, at that point. And I don't think I had that luxury of being having a fun childhood, because I just had to go from one option of getting my legs straightened to the other, and I was being homeschooled because obviously every each and every option we went for, I needed me to be at home for 3 plus 4 months, 5 months, and then I had to learn to walk, and that also takes quite a little bit of time. And so I was homeschooled, and I didn't have a normal childhood and all that. So yeah, I started my waiting season very at a very young age. So yeah, I'm an expert in in waiting. Anyway, so yeah, that is how. What was that question again? Sorry, guys. The question was, how did your family and the community responded to that? So that was how my family responded to it. My community, on the other hand, has always been the same response that I get now, is the same that I get then. The curiosity, the questions that they ask my parents, like, why didn't you guys go for an operation? Someone in my mom's church asked my mom last year that, oh, why didn't you guys do an operation? Mind your own business. Anyway, I know it's out of people would say it's out of concern that they want to know or whatever. But yeah, so this is the answers that you guys are looking for. Yes, it is correctable, but was Nigeria healthcare system back then equipped enough to have corrected my legs? I don't think so. I mean, the healthcare system is still effed up even now, but yeah, and if you have the money, you definitely get good resources. So, also, money was a factor, and the knowledge that we were exposed to, that my family was exposed to at the time, was also a factor. So, yeah, and When I moved to South Africa with my dad, I had the option. I remember my dad sat me down and my dad asked if I want to do an operation for my legs, because my mom was telling my dad that I need to do an operation for my legs because obviously, the healthcare system would be better than the one in Nigeria, and I said no because I was just so tired of having to sit down and do nothing, and everybody like putting my life on hold. Like my entire childhood, I had to put my life on hold. I had to, I didn't enjoy my childhood, to be honest. So I just said no, that I don't want to go for the surgery again. Plus the pain that I endured, all the pains that I endured, and the fact that each and every option was quite unsuccessful. I had little to zero faith that if I do it again, it was going to be successful. Plus, I was scared that I might not be able to walk again. And what if it goes wrong and all that? So, yeah, I said no to, doing another operation when I got to South Africa. So, were there moments you tried to hide parts of yourself? Yes, I tried to hide parts of myself every single day. I mean, I grew up being taught to hide that part of myself through what I wear and, you know, how I wear it, and, staying at home because, when your life is put on hold because of all those operations, you become an introvert. I don't even think I was supposed to be an introvert, but anyway, I'm an introvert. Yeah, so yeah, I did try to hide myself. Even when I had Facebook account, I would take pictures that does not show my legs. I I got used to it. It became a norm for me that people don't have to see it, because if they see it, then they won't like me for who I am. Plus, I have a very pretty face, so I would just show my face and that part of my body. And if you're privileged to meet me, you're just like, whoa, okay. So the other half part, there's a lot going on. Yeah, so I did hide myself for a very long time. If you guys go through my social media page, I'm giving you guys a task to go through my social media page and see if I have a full body picture. Even the full body pictures that I have, I was definitely wearing a long dress and you couldn't see it. Or I was standing in such a way that does not show that, I have curves, I have bow legs. So yeah, I'm an expert in hiding myself. But anyway, I'm on learning it. I think I'm better than I was before, to be honest. The growth has been immersed. So what assumptions do people make when they see me, and how does that feel? Um I don't know what assumptions people make when they see me, because I can't read their mind. I'm not a prophet. I don't know what assumptions they make when they see me. I've heard of people saying to my husband that how, when we were still dating, that how do you even date someone living with disability, and like I could never do that, and stuff. But there's one thing that I know that people do that I can see is the way they look at me. They look at me with such pity, not knowing that the strength that it takes to wake up every single day and walk the same street and get the same look, it is a whole lot. And that is one thing that I don't think it ever clicks on people's mind, that can you please just stop staring? I mean, you seen me yesterday, you saw me yesterday, you're gonna see me tomorrow, you're going to see me every single day, and you keep looking at me. Looking at me is not going to make those legs straight, trust me. I know.